Alright my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I wanted to take you guys on a little ride and show you that we've been being lied to by the tech reviewers for a long time when it comes to AMD. And you know, the funny thing is I get told that I am biased all the time by people because I prefer AMD. So when I see things that are a little bit strange or weird to me, like people going out of their way to pretty much downplay the AMD features and try to essentially make them look as bad as possible. Because here's the thing, man, when you're a bigger channel, what the heck? Allow network access, my friend. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, damn. What the hell? Oh man, this fucking Nvidia shit. It's the pre-built. It's pretty weird, man. It's been doing this since yesterday. I was able to play it for a little while, but now it just keeps crashing out like this. I was hoping that today it wouldn't be doing that. I put it on a different drive and everything. Like, what the heck is going on with this wonderful Nvidia experience that's just so incredible that everybody tells me is just the best thing ever? Oh, this is such a joke. Let's see. We got the newest drivers. Let's see. We're on. It's pretty sad that it has to be. $57. Oh my gosh, this is ruining my video. I hate Nvidia. I think it's just absolute trash. Absolute freaking trash. And I didn't even do anything. I just downloaded freaking drivers, man. I bought a pre-built so that I didn't have to deal with any problems. Because everybody kept saying it was me. Everybody kept saying it was me, but clearly it's not. Clearly it is an Nvidia thing. It's just trash. It's absolute trash. I'm actually really thinking about taking this thing back. Just getting another AMD build so that I can have freaking stability. Oh. So I can have some stability. Oh, great. This flickery crap. All right, let's see. Graphics. Why does that have two Cyberpunks on there? Deleted one. Oh my goodness. They told me the Nvidia was perfect and doesn't have driver issues or any of that kind of stuff. They always tell me that. They yell at me in all caps and tell me that it's perfect. Ugh. Whoa, Cyberpunk 2077 has flatlined. Go figure. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Like, what the heck is wrong with this game? I deleted it, and then I reinstalled it because it kept crashing. Oh my gosh. This shit's so annoying. This is like really ruining my video. This, my friends, is the Nvidia experience. Now, it's not always like this. It's not always like this, but like it's like I've always had issues like this on Nvidia. Way more frequently than I ever have with AMD. Come on, are we going to play the game or not? Oh, for freak's sake. Just for craps and giggles, let's just see if it works. Let's see if this one will shut it down. Because if this one works, then we could just be like, all right, maybe it's just the game and Nvidia's trash drivers. But if it's all games, then it might just be the system. System might be defective. It might just be garbage. I've heard other people being like, oh, the motherboard and stuff. I don't know, though. Continue. Blue screen, any minute now. Any minute now. Come on, blue screen. Do it. Do it. Do your thing. Oh, nope. See, it's just a cyber trash thing. Okay. So yeah, I've actually been playing this. Like this game's pretty cool. We're about 60, 70 frames. And that's with frame generator at 3440 by 1440p. Okay, where are we going? Find the strangler route. Oh, wait. Is my thing not? I don't think that my save got upgraded or uploaded to this from, because I was playing on an AMD last night because it's just a significantly better experience. Okay, so obviously it's not the system itself. It's gotta be the game. So let's go back down here and try to figure out why this freaking game's not working, man. Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, this is freaking awesome, dude. What an awesome video. Awesome video. Cyberpunk Cyberpunk, the only way that they can keep selling Nvidia GPUs. Why? Because this game's been resurrected for the last 3 generations. Because without it, nobody would ever buy an Nvidia GPU again, I bet. Oh, see, look at this. It's not doing anything. I think it just died. I think it just crashed. Now look, the things are still going, but look at that. It was like risk seizure. Okay, let's see. Boom, we got past that screen. See, can we get into the menu at least? Graphics. Balanced. Okay, so this is what, like we came to look at this though. If we can get it to do it. So, you know what? We'll even try it on quality. And ray traced on Psycho. We're not gonna do the we won't do but we'll turn screen space reflections off. Well, let me just show you guys what I had it on. So that was medium, that was medium, that was medium, that was down. I turned every one of these down 1 on the AMD build when I had it on there. Because I was using path tracing too, but I'm afraid that if I put path tracing on, it's just gonna die. And I want you guys to see this thing, and like we're even gonna use this on quality. All right, so apply 3440, none, that. All right, let's do it. Let's see if it'll freaking kick us out. If it'll just be like, nope, we're done with you. The Nvidia blue screen. Are we gonna get another one? Okay, so. Yeah, you can kind of see it already. Like it kind of shimmers all right, but if we go back in here to the settings, I just wanted to see that first. I just wanted to see if quality was actually any better. But I had it on performance, so we're going to do performance, same settings. And yeah, you can see that the whole crosswalk just stuttering. Just stuttering like Stanley. So much weaker. Look at that. All across the road and stuff. You can see it like really like just freaking out over there. You get back a little bit, it starts freaking out. See where the truck's coming across. Now I was like right over here and I was just looking out at it. And I was just like seeing like the freaking thing, like when it goes to walking, it should show us some more. Like over here at the building and stuff. It was just crazy how much closer it was that it was. I think I gotta have path tracing on just to make it fair. Let's do path tracing. Because I was on the path tracer. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now the thing is a little bit more. Now that there pretty much looked this pretty close. But dude, I can see like the ghosting so much more on this. But I mean, obviously, I think maybe because I had a much higher, well, a higher frame rate. I was about, let's see, what are we at? 85? I think I was a little bit higher than that on there. But look at this, just from this spot right here, like you can see that freaking, those crosswalks like really just like torn up over there. And so when I say like these dudes have been lying to us for so long because they go out of their way to test FSR on an Nvidia GPU. And you know, somebody left a comment in the comments section today, guys. Let me just go ahead and read that out to you. I want you guys to. So this dude says to me, he's like, how is it surprising that FSR looks better on an AMD card, and it doesn't really matter? People with RTX GPUs will choose DLSS 90% of the time, as it's miles ahead of FSR, so it's a moot point. Also, 4070 Super is a far better GPU than a PS5 Pro's GPU, so I don't get what the point is, and blah blah blah. So basically, this is why it matters. My little friend, what's his name? It is Defrect. This is why it matters. When the experts show us this, and then they come over here, and then they show us this right here, you know, on the same card. This is why it matters. This is why it matters, because when we come back over here to DLSS, and then we go back into the screen and we look at it, and it looks pristine, and it looks perfectly clear. This is why it matters. This is why it matters. Because when you go back into the freaking, when you're showing off something, okay, you got this on there, and you're showing people this right here with all the shimmering in the crosswalk and stuff, when the other image looked nice and perfectly clear, and you're saying AMD sucks when you put on an AMD GPU, you're not getting that shimmering either. You're not getting that shimmering. The shimmering's significantly further out. And the pixel density, because my AMD GPU has 24 gigs of VRAM, so obviously, you know, matching that up to a 12 isn't fair at all, but I'm getting more visual quality out of the AMD GPUs. Even if it was a 7800 XT versus this one, I would still be getting better overall image quality. Now, I would say that the path tracing performance of my 7900 XTX is slightly better than this, because where this is at 81 frames or 80 frames or whatever, guys, I'm at probably just about 90 frames, just about 90. So I'm getting a little bit better performance than a 4070 Super path tracing wise on that 7900 XTX when I utilize the same, you know, like performance or whatever. So I'm not getting a horrible experience, but that's just the thing, my friends. That's just the thing. Like that's why it matters. It matters to me because we're not getting a fair representation from these dudes because they're using an Nvidia GPU to show off AMD tech. Like, to me, that's just lazy, first of all. Like, way lazy. And you can't say they don't have access to all them free AMD GPUs so that they can look at it. And that's the sad part, is they do. They get free AMD GPUs. They get free Nvidia GPUs. They don't have to pay for them. Why would it matter to them? Seriously, like, why would it matter to them unless they are getting paid for it? I don't know, man. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's against the law to take money and not disclose their true intentions. And Nvidia would never do that, would they? I mean, clearly, like, if I'm just a regular gamer, if I can look at this on FSR on an AMD GPU and be like, whoa, damn, that's incredible. So that's the thing, guys. Let me just pull this thing around. Let me turn on some light. That's the thing. Ooh, let me turn that down a little bit. That's the thing. I'm a regular gamer. I don't get free GPUs. You know, I'm a regular gamer. I don't get free GPUs, and I can purchase and turn on an AMD GPU and feel like I get a damn good experience. The funny thing is I've seen so many beautiful, mind-blowing, absolutely perfect-looking games on my AMD 7900 XTX that I'm just like, damn, that's incredible. Every now and then you get a game that doesn't look that great, but okay, let me put it this way. Seeing what I've seen on my AMD 7900 XTX, and this is me being honest, guys. seeing what I've seen on my XTX, and then when I see games that come out and they don't look that good, or they're all blurry, or they're fuzzy, or there's like something going on with an Nvidia branded game and stuff, I just kind of like shrug it off. I'm just like, all right, cool. You know, that developer decided to take Nvidia's money. And then I have to ask myself, so how's the experience after the fact? Is it good? Can I play the game? Yeah, it's usually pretty okay. I mean, they're still playable. I mean, I was able to play Black Myth Wukong on a 7900 XTX and played it just fine. It looked just great. I actually turned down like the sharpness and everything on that game, and it looked better. And I'm like, yeah, you know, that's the funny thing. You know, I look at Black Myth Wukong on this 4070 since I've gotten it, and I'm not that impressed with the DLSS in it. I think it just looks horrible. I had to turn all the softening down. I actually got it at what, 1080p running that game at 1080p on here just to try to make it look a little bit softer. I don't like Unreal Engine 5 with really sharp visuals. I don't think it looks that great. I'm even kind of iffy about Avowed right now, to be completely honest with you. So I mean, that's just the thing, guys. And at the end of this video, I will have the AMD video that I recorded yesterday playing, after I'm done talking or whatever, just so that you guys can see what that looks like. And I went through and tested some other stuff in there, and I put that in a video yesterday. But this is the stuff that we have to deal with as AMD gamers, or AMD content creators. You know, like, I like AMD, man. I'm not going to stop covering AMD. It doesn't matter how much you yell at me or how much you try to bully me into just accepting what everybody else says. No, dude, see, that's the difference between me and other content creators, is they are pushovers. And a lot of them did start out covering AMD and talking nicely about it, and then they start getting free Nvidia GPUs, and then all of a sudden it's DLSS this and DLSS that. DLSS and Nvidia is literally going to be the next, what was it called? The next honey? All these content creators are going to find themselves out of shows. You know, I was actually watching this Linus Tech Tips thing today, and he was like, "Man, I don't understand. I don't get it. Why would people be upset at us for getting stuff?" And I'm like, "Cause you're a fucking shill, bro. You sold out gamers for money. You told us how much your company sold for. Like, seriously, dude. And you really think that we're just going to be like, oh yeah." Dude, like, you've shilled this Nvidia shit just as hard as anybody else, talking about this DLSS shit. And you know what the funny thing is it's not that impressive. It's an upscaler. And people are starting to notice that, like, hey man, a 5080 is not even a 5080 anymore. Like, this 5070 or 4070 Super I got right now, this thing is a 3060 Ti or a 4060 Ti. That's what this card should be called, 4060 Ti. This would be a perfect upgrade from a 3060 Ti for a 4070 Super. If this was a 4060 Ti, that would be good. And if this card was about $300, $350, perfect price. Nvidia is the only GPUs out there that I think have the wrong prices for them. Now, say what you will, the 4080 Super is one that really is like, yeah, dude, that card shouldn't even be called a freaking 80 series. That's your 70 series. You got your 4080 that should be a 4070, and then you got your 4080 Super, which should be like your 4080 Ti. Actually, your 4080 Ti should even be more powerful than that. Like, it's a joke. It's an absolute joke, and I think that people are starting to realize that. So when you hear somebody like Linus Tech Tips be like, I don't understand why everybody's getting so mad at us for getting this stuff free to bring you content. I'm like, because, dude, you're not even bringing us content no more. You're literally acting like a freaking schoolgirl when you see multi-frame generation. When you see fake frames, you're acting like a schoolgirl on your video, and I'm like, what the hell is that shit, bro? Like, seriously, man, really? Like, we know that the casual gamer doesn't give a shit, doesn't care. You can barely even tell between fake frames, real frames, whatever. We can tell. We can already see that most people are instantly wooed when they see DLSS. It looks sharp, it looks crispy. They're like, oh my gosh, that's great. But then when every time I put DLSS next to freaking native resolution, I'm like, that's not impressive. Like that strips out a lot of detail. That strips out my image quality. I don't care if my game is super shiny and has like ray traced reflections and stuff. I don't care that much about it. Like I like some ray tracing. I've always said this on the channel. I think ray trace shadows, cool. Global illumination to an extent. Sometimes I don't like how overly bright it makes my games, but that's more impressive than the reflections. Now, don't get me wrong, the reflections are good, you know, too. They definitely add to the overall image quality. Like, it is a cool technology, but not at the price they're asking for this stuff, dude. Like, it's just getting so ridiculous. And yeah, I don't know, man. These guys have shilled it, and that's the thing, man. I think DLSS is the next honey, because people are starting to get pissed that they are not getting traditional freaking hardware upgrades anymore. Like, I'm already over it. Like, seriously, like I was gonna buy a 5080, but then when you look at the prices now, 5080 launched at $999, and then you look at it and some of them are like $1,500. Really? For a $1,000 card, you're trying to tell me that your cooler is worth $500 extra? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's just another, it's a joke, man. Like, it's literally become a joke, man. The way that people freaking overhype Nvidia and DLSS and all that crap. No, man. Get yourself some nice FSR and a good quality AMD GPU that don't blue screen on you, bruh. Gosh, dude, that was so annoying, man. It was doing that all day yesterday, and it was doing it today too. I was gonna pull out the camera earlier and get like a bunch of them, but I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to go out of my way to make Nvidia look bad. I'm just saying that, look, dude, this shit's overhyped. They're overcharging you significantly more for it. This is the generation, guys. This is the generation. You always say AMD doesn't compete. Go buy an 9070 XT. Just do it. Give it a try. See it for yourself. Tell me what you think. Like, I would love to have a discussion with the community after you buy an AMD GPU and show Nvidia that you're not going to keep paying their ridiculous prices. Yes, you'll be fine with 16 gigs of VRAM. Yes, you'll be able to play games at 1440p. You'll be able to play some stuff at 4K. FSR 4 is going to have machine learning, upscaling, whatever. You should be okay. If the flickering and all that stuff bugs you that much, it should kind of be okay. Give it a try this generation. Instead of letting these shills shill you all the time to a point where, think about it, guys. I did the same thing, and I know a lot of people are doing it because there's like, you can get on any website right now and find a 4060 pre-built like that instantly, and they're anywhere from $1,000 to $1,300. You can find one. And I think the average casual console gamer that's moving over from PlayStation or Xbox over to PC, they're seeing that and they're being like, yeah, man, $1,300 for a PC. And they're thinking that thing's going to be the bee's knees. And then they get that shit home and then they find out that their 8 gigs of VRAM isn't shit. And then they're stuck in that. Yeah, dude, it sucks. It sucks. It's terrible. So yeah, I don't think that... I'm glad that Linus Tech Tips made that video today because it is the sentiment with people out there right now. They're sick and tired of being shilled. They're sick and tired of you guys, the other content creators out there shilling this stuff. And then they're like, what the hell, dude? I'm not even getting anything for my money anymore. Like, you're trying to tell me my upgrade this time's coming from freaking frame generation? I think people are sick of it. So, all right, guys, if you like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Smart rifle. Your enemies will have nowhere left to hide. This is Kang Tao. This is intelligence.
Blending the boundaries between human and machine one beat at a time. Busy independent tools. Restart, restart, repeat.
WQHD